Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time, and now the headlines. Following the launch of Operation Gideon's Chariots, the Israel Defense Forces struck more than 160 terror targets across Gaza in a single day. Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah on Monday inaugurated a revamped Overseas Citizen of India portal in the national capital to improve the digital experience for OCI card holders. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated that acting on the recommendation from the Israel Defense Forces, his cabinet has agreed to allow a basic quantity of food after a nearly 3-month blockade in Gaza that has brought Palestinians to the edge of famine. Eight persons, including 3 women and a child, were killed in a massive fire at a factory in Maharashtra's Solapur district on Sunday, officials said. And now the news in detail. Following the launch of Operation Gideon's Chariots, the Israel Defense Forces struck more than 160 terror targets across Gaza in a single day. The strikes targeted northern, central and southern Gaza, hitting underground infrastructure, weapons storage facilities, anti-tank missile posts and terrorist cells. Sharing a post on X, the IDF wrote, "Update Operation Gideon's Chariots. Over the past day, IDF troops struck over 160 terror targets in Gaza, including an operations center and an anti-tank missile post." The post added northern Gaza, terrorist cells, anti-tank missile launch posts and military structures were struck. Central Gaza, underground infrastructure and a weapons storage facility were struck. Southern Gaza, terrorist cells, military structures, anti-tank missile launch posts and booby-trapped structures were struck. According to CNN, the IDF in a statement late on Friday had said that it had launched extensive attacks and mobilized forces to seize strategic areas in the Gaza Strip as part of the opening moves of Operation Gideon's Chariots and the expansion of the campaign in Gaza to achieve all the goals of the war in Gaza, including the release of the hostages and the defeat of Hamas. Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah on Monday inaugurated a revamped Overseas Citizen of India portal here in the national capital to improve the digital experience for OCI card holders. The launch marks a significant step in the government's efforts to modernize citizen services for the Indian diaspora. According to the Ministry of Home Affairs, the new portal has been developed in response to rapid technological advancements over the past decade and feedback from existing OCI card holders regarding issues with the previous system. Officials stated that the revamped platform addresses existing shortcomings and is designed to offer a more user-friendly, efficient and seamless interface for individuals of Indian origin residing overseas. The OCI card is issued to people of Indian origin who have obtained citizenship in another country, allowing them lifelong visa-free travel to India and certain economic and educational rights. To make the dreams of children living in slums come true, social worker Durgesh Kumar distributed IPL match tickets to more than 150 children and sent them to the Ekana Stadium in his own vehicle. All these were such children who had never seen the players in person nor the playground. They had expressed their desire to watch the IPL match to Durgesh Kumar and BJP MLC Pawan Singh Chauhan, after which tickets were distributed to all the children by BJP MLC Pawan Singh Chauhan.
ये बहुत दिनों से इनकी डिमांड थी सर, हमको एक बार स्टेडियम कैसा होता है, मैच कैसे होते हैं, ये प्लेयर कैसे होते हैं, कभी देखा नहीं था। सिर्फ टीवी पे कहीं कहीं एक आध बच्चे देखा होगा, बाकी वो भी नहीं देखा थे। तो आज भाई दुर्गेश जी और दुर्गेश जी की पूरी टीम ने मिल करके इनको बच्चों को जितने भी कार्यक्रम होते हैं, चाहे गणेश चतुर्थी हो, चाहे दुर्गा पूजा हो, चाहे दशहरा मेला हो, ये सब लगातार पूरा एक्ट करते हैं और इनको डांस सिखाया जाता है, इनको बाकायदा योगा सिखाया जाता है, इनको लगातार इन लोगों को शिक्षित करने के साथ साथ में इनको रोज़गार भी दिलाया जाता है। और स्लम के बच्चे जो रोज़गार करते हैं उसकी आप सोच नहीं सकते किस तरह से संपन्न परिवार हो गया। ये कहीं ना कहीं नशे के चपेट में जाते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं भीख मांगने के कगार पर रहते हैं, वो भीख मांगना इनको छुड़ाया गया और इन बच्चों को मेन लाइन से जोड़ा गया, जिसकी वजह से बहुत सारे बच्चे वहाँ का जॉब करके वो 5-5 बच्चों को गोद भी दिया गया। एक जॉब दिला दिया गया, वो 20-25 हज़ार पाता है, वो 5 बच्चों को गोद उसे दे दिया गया। इस तरह की व्यवस्था करते करते लखनऊ के बहुत सारे स्लमों में इन बच्चों को देखने की, इन बच्चों की व्यवस्था कर दी गई ताकि बच्चे अपनी ज़िंदगी अच्छे जी सकें और अपने जो मेन लाइन होनी चाहिए उस लाइन पर जुड़ जाएंगे। निश्चित देश की प्रोग्रेस में और देश की महती भूमिका निभाएंगे अपने देश के प्रोग्रेस में। ये आज कहीं ना कहीं जो भीख मांग रहे थे, जो नशे के शराब में खोरी बन रहे थे, कहीं ना कहीं अपराधी दुनिया में जुड़ रहे थे, वो उससे दूर होकर के अपनी ज़िंदगी जीना शुरू कर दिया। मैं सभी ऐसे बच्चों को और हमारी दुर्गेश जी को, दुर्गेश जी की पूरी टीम को बहुत साधुवाद, बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। ये लोग लगातार सालों साल लगे हैं, तभी इतने सारे बच्चों को मैनेज कर पाए।
देश का भविष्य कहीं ना कहीं नशे की आदत को जो है बिगड़ता चला जा रहा है। खबर से कि आप ये बहुत पुराना हो चुके हैं और बहुत बच्चों को जो है शिक्षित दे रहे हैं, और ऐसे लोगों से क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि जो है जगह जगह पर नशे की जो आदत है वो कहीं बढ़ती चली जा रही है?
2 चीज़ें हैं, जब तक हमको हम मेन लाइन से जोड़ेंगे, जब तक हमको योगा प्राणायाम और कहीं ना कहीं रोजगार नहीं देंगे, तब तक ये इससे दूर नहीं हो पाएंगे। अब हम लोगों का मेन काम है इनको रोजगार दिलाना। बहुत सारे बच्चों को मैं बता दूं, आपको जानकारी दे दूं, बहुत सारे बच्चों को कुछ नहीं दे पाए, गार्ड दिला दिया, गार्ड की नौकरी दिला दी, वो गार्ड की नौकरी से भी जिंदगी जी रहे हैं। तो हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं इन बच्चों को कहीं ना कहीं अपने रोजगार परक बनाएं, कहीं खेल में लगा दें या किसी एक्ट में लगा दें या डांस में लगा दें या कुछ ना कुछ करते रहते हैं, तभी नशे से दूर हो सके। वैसे बच्चे नशे से दूर नहीं हो पाते। हमारे पास 16,000 बच्चे हैं और करीब 4,000 का स्टाफ है। 20,000 लोग बिल्कुल नशा मुक्त हैं। कहीं ना कहीं एक भी बंदा, एक भी बच्चा नहीं जो कोई नशा करता हो।
यानी कि आप मानते हैं कि रोजगार न मिलने की वजह से नशे की तरफ भाग रहे हैं?
निश्चित है, रोजगार के लिए हमको काम करना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए झुग्गियों में जा करके रोजगार परक उनको बनाना पड़ेगा, तभी हमको नशे से दूर कर पाएंगे। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Lok Sabha leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi on Monday once again questioned External Affairs Minister Jay Shankar while accusing him of being silent on how many aircrafts the Indian Air Force lost during the Operation Sindoor and said that the nation deserves the truth. Congress MP Manakam Tagore endorsed his leader and said that the nation deserves the truth and Parliament deserves accountability. Defense expert Captain Anil Gaur, retired, has commented on this and said unfortunately the leader of opposition comes out with such statements which clearly show that these are the statements coming from Pakistan or other agencies, because the agencies and the media in Pakistan are showing his tweets over there. He said the leader of opposition, rather than acting as a responsible leader of opposition, is acting more as a spokesperson of the powers that want to destabilize India.
We had sent a message to Pakistan saying we are striking at terrorist infrastructure. We are not striking at the military. So the military has an option of standing out and not interfering in this process. They chose not to take that good advice.
It's very unfortunate that the leader of opposition comes out with such statements which clearly show that these are the statements coming from the Pakistan or from other agencies, because the same thing the agencies and the media in Pakistan is showing, his tweets and his other things over there. To keep on doubting what our armed forces have done, to keep on doubting the briefings that is being given by the ministers in the government and the Prime Minister, it shows that there is a total, I would say, understanding and lack of understanding of what and how the government works. This also shows that the leader of opposition, rather than acting as the responsible leader of opposition, is more of, I would say, acting as a spokesperson of the other powers that want to destabilize India. Rahul Gandhi ji should look into the way he is behaving, and also I would say the Congress also should look into the way that they are acting now to politicize this. What India has done, what India has achieved, that the world knows, and that has been acknowledged by no one less than Tom Cooper, who is a master in all the war chronicles. So his saying, you may doubt what your own ministers, your own fellow countrymen may say, but coming from a third person, and that to an independent body, an independent person like Tom Cooper, I think he should concentrate on that and rather than raise.
We'll be right back after a short break, so stay tuned for more news.
পূজা আপনি পৰা কোৱা নিচিনা মই ডাবল ফৰ্টিফাইড নিমখ লৈছে হইলেবি ইটো লাগাৰ ৰংটো হলপ আলাক আছে আৰু কালা কালা ছোটো পাথৰ খান নিচিনা বি আছে ইটোতো কি মিলাৱট লাগা আছে না বিয়া হৈছে ইটো পৰা আমি খান গাঁওকে বিয়া কৰিলে মইতো ইটো নিমখটো ফেলাই দিবলৈ ভাবি আছে ও লক্ষ্মী আপনি চিন্তা নকৰিবি ইটো ছোট পাথৰ খান নহয় নিমখতে আইৰন থাকিয়া নিমিতে হলপ ৰাগ আলাক হৈ যায় আৰু সাবুলেবি কালা হয় ইটো পৰা আমি খান লাগা খুনকে তাকত দে ইটো নিমখটো বিয়া হোৱা নাই আৰু মিলাৱট বি নহয় ইটো নিমখটো খাবলৈ একদম সেফ আছে আৰু গাঁও নিমিতে বেছি ভাল আছে নিমখ কিনিয়া সামেতে সদায় পেকেটটো সিল্ড আৰু +F লাগা নিশান থাকিয়া হি লবি নিমখটো সদায় ঠাণ্ডা হাৱা নাযাবলৈ দাবা আৰু সান লগত দূৰ ৰাখিবি ইটো কৰিলে ডাবল ফৰ্টিফাইড নিমখটো বিয়া নহব আৰু ইয়াত ৰাখিবি নিমখটো এক্সপাইৰি ডেট নহোৱা আগতে খাই লবি ইটো পৰা খানা লাগা সোৱাদটো আলাগ কৰি দিব ডাবল ফৰ্টিফাইড নিমখটো সদায় জ্বলা আয়োডিন নিমখ নিচিনাহি আছে তাই লাগা সোৱাদ জ্বলা আৰু পাকাটো একো আলাগ নহয় একটা কথা ধ্যান ৰাখিবি নিমখটো খানা পুৰা নাপাকে আগতে ঢালি লবি ইটো কৰিলে পুৰা নিউট্ৰিশনটো গাঁৱতে পাব আৰু নিমখ ঢালিবলৈ কাৰণে একটা ছোট আৰু চাপা ফুড গ্ৰেড প্লাষ্টিক স্পুন হি চলাবি হোসা আছে মই ইটো কথা খান মন্দে ৰাখিব পূজা আমি খান ডাবল ফৰ্টিফাইড নিমখটো 1 সাল ওপৰ চলাই আছে আৰু আজি তাক একো প্ৰব্লেম নাই ডিএফএছ খাবি মিঠা বি আছে হেলদি বি আছে
Welcome back. Documents and personal items belonging to the famed Israeli spy Eli Cohen have been brought back to Israel from Syria to mark the 60th anniversary of his public execution in Damascus, the Israeli Prime Minister's office has said. The Prime Minister's office on Sunday said that in a covert and complex Mossad operation in cooperation with an allied foreign intelligence service, the official Syrian archive on Eli Cohen, which had thousands of findings that were held for decades by the Syrian security forces in a highly compartmentalized manner, were brought to Israel. The PMO said that the special archive includes approximately 2,500 original documents, photographs and personal items, most of which have been revealed for the first time. The material was brought to Israel close to the emotional and symbolic 60th anniversary of his execution on 18th May 1965 in a main square in Damascus. As per a report in the Times of Israel, Cohen, who was born in Egypt to a Jewish family, joined the Mossad in the early 1960s and infiltrated the top echelons of Syria's political leadership under the alias Kamil Amin Thabet. The intelligence he obtained over 4 years was credited with playing a key role in Israel's stunning success in the 1967 Six-Day War, particularly in the capture of the Golan Heights. Cohen was tried and executed by the Syrian government for espionage on May 18, 1965. And the Times of Israel report said that his body has never been recovered, despite repeated efforts over the years by successive Israeli governments and the Mossad. During a meeting between Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu and Mossad Director David Barnea, several original documents and personal items that were located in Syria were presented to Eli Cohen's widow, Nadia. As per the PMO, these included the original will written by Eli Cohen himself hours before his execution, only a copy of which had been shown openly up until now. It was noted that the material was collected by Syrian intelligence after his capture in January 1965 and includes recordings and documentation from the files on Eli Cohen's investigation and on those with whom he had been in contact, letters in his own handwriting to his family in Israel, photographs of his activity during his operational mission in Syria, and personal objects that were taken from his home after his capture. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated that acting on the recommendations from the Israel Defense Forces, his cabinet has agreed to allow a basic quantity of food after a nearly 3-month blockade in Gaza that has brought Palestinians to the edge of famine. According to Euronews, this move is aimed at facilitating Israel's expansion of intense military operations in Gaza. The announcement came as Israel launched a new and extensive ground offensive in Gaza on Saturday, dubbed Gideon's Chariots. On Sunday alone, over 100 people were killed in Israeli airstrikes, Euronews reported, citing Gaza's health ministry. These strikes also forced the closure of the Indonesian hospital, the key medical facility in northern Gaza. Netanyahu acknowledged the urgency of avoiding a famine, which the military warns could jeopardize its broader campaign against Hamas. According to the Integrated Food Security Phase classification, nearly 500,000 Palestinians are already experiencing catastrophic hunger, with 1 million more barely meeting their nutritional needs, Euronews reported. Eight persons, including 3 women and a child, were killed in a massive fire at a factory in Maharashtra's Solapur district on Sunday, officials said. Prima facie, a short in the circuit triggered the blaze around 3:45 a.m. at the Central Textile Mills situated on the Akalkot Road in Solapur MIDC, around 400 kilometers from Mumbai. The individuals who died include the factory owner, identified as Haji Usman Hassanbhai Mansoori, 3 members of his family, including his 1.5-year-old grandson, and 4 workers. An official said the people who died included 3 women. Due to the intensity of the blaze, it took 5 to 6 hours for fire brigade personnel to control the raging flames. Firefighting operations were underway at the spot, he added. Prime Minister Modi expressed grief over the fire tragedy and announced an ex gratia of rupees 2 lakh from the PNRF for the next of kin of each deceased. The injured would be given rupees 50,000, the PM stated on X. Modi stated that he was pained by the loss of life due to a fire tragedy in Solapur, Maharashtra. Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis also expressed condolences and announced an ex gratia of rupees 5 lakh for the kin of the deceased. Meanwhile, injured Chief Fire Officer Rakesh Salunke confirmed that the fire department received a distress call at around 4 a.m. Initially reported as a house fire, it was later discovered to be a factory engulfed in flames. Despite the rescue efforts, 8 fatalities have been reported so far. Salunke also revealed that he, along with 2 other fire officials, sustained injuries during the operation. Fortunately, the main firefighting has been completed and cooling operations are currently underway to prevent any flare-ups.
सुबह लगभग 4 बजे 101 पे कॉल आया था कि अक्कलकोट रोड MIDC यहाँ पे घर में अंगार है, घर को अंगार है। तो हमने नज़दीकी MIDC फायर स्टेशन की गाड़ी तुरंत रवाना की थी, बट वहाँ गाड़ी पहुँचने के बाद पता चला कि घर को अंगार न होकर वहाँ के कारखाने में अंगार लगी हुई है। तो हमने पूरा जो कारखाने को अंगार लगने के कारण अग्निशमन दल की सभी गाड़ियां वहां पे रवाना कर दी और लोग फंसे थे वहां पे। तो लगभग 15 से 17 घंटे तक वहां पे फायर फाइटिंग ऑपरेशन चला। शुरुआती स्थिति में हमने 3 लोगों को वहां से बाहर निकाला था, जिनमें 2 पुरुष और 1 महिला व्यक्ति थी। और लगभग शाम के 4 से 4:15 बजे वहां पे हमने 5 लोगों को बाहर निकाला, जो वहां के मास्टर बेडरूम के कॉमन टॉयलेट बाथरूम में फंसे हुए थे, जिन्हें हमें रेस्क्यू टूल्स यूज करके दरवाज़ा तोड़ के बाहर निकाल के सिविल हॉस्पिटल भेज दिया गया। तो लगभग 8 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है और अभी फायर फाइटिंग ऑपरेशन भी पूरा हो चुका है। अभी कूलिंग ऑपरेशन जगह पे चालू है।
रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन कितने घंटे चला?
रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन लगभग 12 घंटे का पूरा हो चुका है।
क्योंकि शाम में भी आग चालू थी तो 17 घंटे तक रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चल रहा था, ऐसा दिख रहा था।
12 घंटे तक रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चला, क्योंकि लोगों को 4 से 4:15 बजे शाम को निकालने में आया, बट अंगार होने के कारण आगे के 3 घंटे भी फायर फाइटिंग ऑपरेशन चालू था।
इसमें जो 17 घंटे जो रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चला, इसमें आपको क्या क्या दिक्कतें आई?
दिक्कतें आने की वजह तो वहाँ के जो साइड मार्जिन्स रहती है वो पूरी तरह कवर की गई थी। वहाँ पे स्टॉक रखा गया था, ऊपर छत से कवर किया गया था पतरे से, तो नज़दीक गाड़ी जा नहीं पा रही थी। तो हमें लैडर वगैरह का इस्तेमाल करके आगे जाके रेस्क्यू टूल से वहाँ की खिड़कियाँ वगैरह तोड़नी पड़ी और वहाँ से शुरुआती स्थिति में 3 लोगों को बाहर निकालना पड़ा था।
इसमें कितने कर्मचारी जख्मी हुए और आप भी जख्मी हैं? ऐसे कितने कर्मचारी जख्मी?
यहाँ पे मेरे साथ कुल हम 3 लोग घायल हो चुके हैं, जिसमें से एक जो फायरमैन था उन्हें सांस की तकलीफ हुई थी, तो कल उन्हें ट्रीटमेंट करके छोड़ दिया गया है। और दूसरा जो फायरमैन था उन्हें हल्का बाएं हाथ पे जलने की चोट थी, तो उन्हें भी फर्स्ट एड करके छोड़ दिया गया। और मुझे अपने बाएं हाथ पे पूरा जलने का निशान है और दाहिने पैर पे जलने का निशान है। तो डॉक्टर के मुताबिक यहाँ पे मैं एडमिट हो चुका हूँ।
We'll be right back after another break, so stay tuned for more news.
Every day goes through 136 quality checks, giving you a thick and tasty, perfect cup of tea. No wonder Nestle Everyday is your #1 choice.
Welcome back. 4 children lost their lives due to suffocation after getting trapped inside a locked car in Andhra Pradesh's Dwarapudi village. According to reports, the children had gone out to play on Sunday morning. Despite search by their parents, throughout the day they could not be found. It was later discovered that the children had playfully entered a car parked near the women's community office in the village and accidentally locked the door. Due to lack of air inside the vehicle, the children suffocated. The deceased have been identified as Uday, 8 years, Charumati, 8 years, Karishma, 6 years, and Manaswini. Over this incident, Andhra Pradesh MSME Minister Kondal Srinivas stated that the children were playing dating during a marriage gathering, and out of 5 children playing, 4 entered an unlocked car and became trapped inside and suffocated to death. He assured that the government would take up the issue and provide support to the affected families. He also urged parents to take extra care of their children and closely monitor them to prevent such incidents from happening again. After Trinamool Congress pulled out its MP Yusuf Pathan from the multi-party delegation on Operation Sindhu, TMC Supremo Mamata Banerjee said the centre cannot decide the name. If they request the mother party, it will decide, which is customary. She, however, stated that the party is with the central government regarding external affairs policy.
With the government.
Did the TMC MP Yusuf Pathan name was suggested for this role?
I told already also. I think you are repeating the same question. I said that they cannot decide the name. If they request us, the mother party, the party will decide the name. This is the customary, this is the system. We are totally with the central government regarding external affairs policy, and we are fully supporting them. We don't have any hesitation to say.
And that was all for this hour's bulletin. For more news and updates, stay tuned to HornbillTV. Goodbye.